How we doing, everybody? This is the Pop Music Freak, back for another Song Facts Countdown video. We're up to song number 904 in my countdown of my 1,000 favorite songs of all time. For those of you that are new to this or wondering what the heck I'm doing, it's kind of an offshoot of the regular reaction video, folks, and a lot of them are really good, I have to say. And I get a lot of enjoyment from the reactions, for sure. But I put a different twist on this. I'm actually these are songs that I actually know very well. In fact, they are my 1,000 favorite songs of my life. So, I think the edge is I know the songs very well. I've heard them all a lot. And I have a lot of song facts to share with everyone. And it's always a learning experience for me. There's always something in here I didn't know. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But, of course, the songs I know very well. So you're not getting the, wow, what a drum beat, ooh. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you what's the song about. All right? So that's the story. I'm at number 904 on the list. It's a song by a New York 60s group that had some huge success between around 1966 and 68. There was a lot of groups like that were huge for a year or 2 years and then would fade out. But those 2 years were great years, right? So in this case, it's the Young Rascals, led by Felix Cavaliere and Eddie Brigati. On this one, Eddie Brigati sang lead, and this was the biggest hit they had with him singing lead. The song is How Can I Be Sure? So let me give you the song facts now. How Can I Be Sure is a popular song written by Felix Cavaliere and Eddie Brigati, and originally recorded by the Young Rascals for their 1967 album Groovin', with a single release in August 1967, affording the group their fourth top 10 hit, peaking at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. It peaked there in October of 67, ranking as the most successful Young Rascals hit featuring a lead vocal by Eddie Brigati. The single's B-side, I'm So Happy Now, also included on the Groovin' album, was written and sung by Rascals guitarist Gene Cornish, featuring a unique guitar phase-out ending. It was the first Cornish penned song to appear on a Rascals single. Of a rock-oriented band such as the Young Rascals introducing a traditional pop-style song such as How Can I Be Sure, Cavaliere has stated, the only reason we were brave enough to do that was because the Beatles did Michelle and Yesterday. Cavaliere has special awareness of the Beatles, having toured Europe with them in 1963 when Cavaliere was a member of Joey D and the Starlighters, and the Rascals would open for the Beatles at Shea Stadium on August 15, 1965. The track features the sounds of a trumpet, bass, piano, drums, and strings, giving the feeling of cabaret music as well as a concertina, chosen to add the feel of a French cafe. The song's musical styles include blue-eyed soul and pop. How Can I Be Sure was one of several songs inspired by group founder Felix Cavaliere's girlfriend, Adrienne Becuri, a Pelham, New York high school student Cavaliere met in 1966, the year he turned 24. Cavaliere is quoted saying, I fell madly in love with this woman who actually turned out to be a muse. Really, the only reason she was in my life was to spark that kind of emotion and feeling that generates those types of songs. Cavaliere and Bucari remained a couple for a year, with Cavaliere first celebrating Bucari in the blissful Rascals hits Groovin' and A Girl Like You, and then the introspective How Can I Be Sure, expressing doubts about the relationship. He and Bucari had recently become engaged, and despite the positive resolution of the song, Cavaliere did in fact decide that he and Bucari best part. Felix Cavaliere, quote, I woke up one day and said, what the hell am I doing? I'm going out with a kid. Again, he was 24, she was 16. There might actually be laws against that. But anyway, we'll skip that part, all right? Anyway, back to the song. The chart performance, it actually hit number 1 in Canada. It hit number 2 in Cashbox here in the U.S. Of course, in Billboard, it hit number 4. In New Zealand, it reached number 15, and in Australia, it reached number 23. For the year-end charts, it ranked number 63 for 1967. Cashbox number 51. In Canada, number 36 for the year. All right. Now, in terms of remakes, there were some notable remakes. Dusty Springfield covered it in 1970. Was not released as a single, though, but it was on one of her albums. hit the top 40 in the UK, number 36, in fact. But it was later released as a single, but it didn't do anything in the USA. But it was a notable remake. Also, you have David Cassidy, who actually did hit the top 40 with it. Follow up to his hit, Could It Be? Well, he had Hey Girl, and he had Could It Be Forever, and this was actually the third single from a solo album that hit number 25 on the pop music chart on the Hot 100, number 3 on the easy listening chart here, number 1 in the UK, Ireland. So it actually did pretty well. Yeah, there were other versions released. Leslie Gore did a version of it for an album, but the album was shelved. The album was never released, but she did a really good version of it in 1967. I know a couple other artists that are not well known, except for maybe Daryl Brathwaite in Australia. It charted in Australia in 1994. All right, so it has notable. To me, I think songs are notable if other artists want to sing them. So, but the song did pretty well, and it's a little more of a love song, like a ballady kind of song, which was not really what they were known for. But it was a nice switch for sure, and a great tune. So those are the song facts for How Can I Be Sure by the Young Rascals, number 904 on my list. I will post a link to the video in the description so you can see the video. And I'm going to tell you all the usual spiel. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please subscribe to the channel. We are growing exponentially, suddenly, which is pretty exciting. We're at 1,250 subscribers. I remember celebrating 1,000 over the weekend. And here we are last week anyway. And here we are at 1,250. Thank you, folks. Thanks for coming on board. I hope you enjoy what I do. I hope you enjoy finding out the information on some of these songs that you may have heard all your life, but didn't really know what it was about. I didn't know about some underage girlfriend. that had an influence on a lot of their songs, which is funny. All right, so that's it. I want to thank you all for watching this. Like I said, hit the bell. It'll notify you when I'm releasing more videos onto YouTube. All right, and I wish you all a pleasant day. God bless. Peace and love.